Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure to stand here live and in charge. We'll count out a great action here presented by Lunatic Designs. We are ready to go race it midnight style as the East Coast celebrates a new day. Good to see you all out there. We appreciate you very much. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. We are still doing the old Megathon / marathon stream on Twitch. So if you're out there on Twitch, thank you very much. I appreciate you. It's still live and going. It is that night. It is the time. It is SIM500 Midnight Thunder Series here tonight. We're running week 5 here for these drivers as SIM500 locks in at Michigan International Speedway. We're going to run 65 laps. The driver's going to be able to do all the things they need to do. No fast repair. I believe the fuel is going to be set accordingly. I think it's fine. I think everything's good. And yeah, they have enough tires to make it work. It's kind of where this race life presents itself. Drivers are looking in, and it's going to be awesome. 105 degrees on the track temperature, 78 degrees on the air temperature, 45% humidity, partly cloudy skies, 2-mile-an-hour wind. Thank you to SIM500 for being on board tonight. Here, Joey's moving. So, Joey, if you're out there watching, much love to you, sir. I appreciate you. If you're out there watching across everything that we've got going on, well, thank you very much. I encourage you to hit that like button like Jaden Sheehan did out there on Facebook. I appreciate that very much. Thank you to you subscribers on YouTube. Thank you to everybody doing a thing. We do iRacing broadcasts, gaming streams, and all kinds of stuff that continues to make us move forward. Yeah, this weekend, it's getting down there. This is the first time we've been below 72 hours in a hot minute, so I'm pretty excited to see that. Pretty excited to see where it's going to go from there, and if we stay live longer, then we do, and if we don't, then it's okay. We're good. I like it. I tell you what, Michigan International is a racetrack near and dear to my heart. It's a big 2-miler. It's massive. It's one of those racetracks that you just have a tendency to have the wherewithal to be able to run 3, 4, 5 wide because it's not impossible. This racetrack has a tendency to kind of bottom feed, but with the horsepower, it's 900 horsepower racing machines. They do put up a lot and put a lot of throttle down, and it'll be awesome to see what happens here tonight as the drivers go to work. Lots of things. A couple driver cams. We appreciate Jerry Culver and Clint Hackett both for being on board tonight and giving us a good look at what it is to get out there and run some racing. Jerry got a win last week, our first week broadcasting this series. Chop Chop Racing sponsors our driver cams over here at Signature Esports, so thank you to Chop Chop for being on board. We appreciate them very much. And yeah, all the good things. Well, we don't need that anymore. All right. Excuse me. Little horse in the throat tonight. We're good. Starting grid for tonight's race. Gallagher is going to be your pole sitter tonight. I'll tell you what, Hamish is he's going to have some fun. I like to see it. Tyler Dalton, your outside pole sitter. Bryson DeFern's going to be out there in row number 2 with Dustin German to his outside. Jerry West, Wesley Donaldson make up row number 3. Chad Coleman, Seth Fowdy in row number 4. Brent Scott Sembley in row number 5. Andrew Griesbaum, Alan Wild in row number 6. Glenn Campbell and Stoney Benfield are going to make up row number 7. Jeff Ryan, Mike Kelly in row number 8. Ron Kelly, Donald Calcutt out there in row number 9. Row 10, attack at Logan Kogar. Strikers logged in for the race. Jake Champion's going to be out there as well. In row 11, row 12, Big Jerry Culver and Matt Lewis. So 24 drivers tonight in what would be, it's going to be a fun race. I think it's going to be a fun race, in my opinion. One of those racetracks that you have a tendency to make or break these race cars. And tell you what, they all deserve it. All right, I'm going to restart Trading Paints because Trading Paints is doing Trading Paints things. I want to make sure that it's working properly. So you might see the driver's paint schemes flash a little bit. So don't mind it. Maybe. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hold on. Something's going on with. There it is. Something was going on with the connection there. I do apologize about that with between the two computers. It might be something I have to dissect. I may have to turn things off and make sure things are going good because I don't want to see any problems I had a problem in the last stream and hated it, so I'll have to see how that'll fare out and see if that's going to work for him. You know, magic. Because all files are up to date, but it doesn't look like it to me. Let's try it one more time. Might see it freeze for just a moment. It's a 13. Supposed to have a paint scheme on. He had a paint scheme on. Oof, 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 oof. We are. All of them are refreshing. All right, let's do the thing, folks. Guys are ready to go. I'm ready to go. Paint scheme should refresh in just a moment. There it is. 13 in the gray paint scheme. How we do it? Hamish and Tyler, we're going. We're green. Full send. Tyler on that front. We've gone through 4 of 65. Right now, Dustin spot. Bryson DeFern's going to be right in that 4th spot up 1. Hamish, who started out front on pole, finds himself in 5th. Jerry West in that 6th spot. Good to see you all out there. Thank you very much to everybody. Locking it down. Just trying to make some adjustments here, making sure that I can see everything that's going on when it comes to iRacing and all the SDK and just kind of all the things that would be in the right frame of mind there. I like seeing some things happen. Of course, I put my ticker on the bottom, which I might pretty soon, but we'll see. We'll make sure that those things. I say ticker, that lower third bar. I like that lower third bar. It's one of those things that I try to continue to. Always try to strive to make the streams just a touch better. Not just for the drivers, just for my sake of Logan Kogar is going to be up 12 spots. He was the 80. Right there on the back bumper with a Budweiser throwback on board. Chad Coleman in the 38. He's the 2 to the bottom side. 33 up on the outside lane. Brent Scott. Jake Champion up 10 as well. Drivers moving early. As we get a look. Everybody for being out there watching. If you're watching after the fact, make sure that you give me a comment. You know that you were there, so that way I know that I know who to say hi to. What do you mean? What do you mean? Wesley Donaldson, Intel, 91. Good run happening here. 7 of 65. Again, lap times are going to be sub-40s for a little while, and then the tire fall off happens. So we're starting to see these drivers back up the corner. Early 50s are the fast laps here tonight. Seeing drivers right now run 30, 88s, 30, 90s. Less than Donaldson last time by 39, 72. He's going to try to make that pass on Dustin German. Donaldson to the 91, drops into the bottom side of the racetrack. Tyler Button out front. Right for Wesley Donaldson there. We'll see if that's going to have any effect as they come off of the corner. Because if you get a tight in the middle of the corner on this racetrack, you can get free on corner exit depending on how you manage the throttle. Right now, Bryson DeFern. DeFern's going to be right in the wake of Dustin German. German 1777 on the iRating. Absolutely know these guys. How about Jerry West? It's been a while since we've, last week we saw Jerry West out there, but a while since we've been able to talk to him inside the top three. We like Jerry. Very good people. Tyler Alton out front. Wesley Donaldson in second. John Coleman off the spot. Kogar trying to work the outside lane. Big momentum. There's the 07. Driving for me. A little cycle there as Kogar looks to the inside. There's a 2 on the outside. Mike Kelly. Harry Labonte Payne's keep coming around. That's going to be the 5 of Jake Champion. Jake has a sight set on a couple of little battles we have here. There's the 80. Kogar again trying to track down the main group here. And his second pack working hard. Oh, 80 had Alan Wild right on his back bumper. Kogar pushed hard to get where he's at. Has Mike Kelly down to the inside. Kelly trying to get a run here. Mike Kelly to the 80. Alan Wild in the 07 up here on the high side, just above the 5 of Jake Champion. Oh, man. Did a lot happen. Brett Scott to the 33 on the bottom side. Trying to search for some clean air here. It's difficult when everybody's at or there with the race pace. Big blink out of, I believe that was the 5 of Jake Champion, so everything will settle in. Chad Coleman off 2, trying to work back forward. Mike Kelly trying to close back into Logan Kogar. 3/4 of a second difference here to Jerry West, who is putting himself in a good spot right now. The 19 and the 91 looking strong out front. 11 of 65. We'll see green flag pit stop here. No doubt the 2-miler is going to require a fuel stop here. 91 will go to the outside of the 19. Wesley Donaldson searching. 68.26 on the iRating for Tyler Dalton. Dalton up in the outside lane is going to be the 91. Dalton on the inside. 91 to the outside. Wesley Donaldson drag race. No side draft from Donaldson. Donaldson trying to keep it close to the wall. The car will back straightaway. And you try to mash it on those bumps. That's what you're going to see. Fern's going to be back to third, trying to get up to the 91. Going to pull that side draft and it'll tuck right back in. Good momentum. So far, everybody holding on. Michigan International Speedway. The drivers telling me that race line. Ron Holyfield's going to be back here. Seth Foudy and Jerry Culver working the mix. And all of these drivers just trying to salvage and save, take their time. Jerry Culver, bottom side, last week the winner. He's Clint Hackett just behind. Good little look. They fan, they follow. Well, they got to work. That's what we see. But Hackett, Gillen SIM500 Midnight Thunder Series. I'm going to hold on to it. It's a little free, a little slideways in front of him. And Jerry Coleman, number 3 car. Trying to maximize the input. Jerry Colbert. Driving the number 3. We're not used to seeing him in the number 3. We're used to seeing him in the number 13. That is his race line. Nonetheless, SIM500 giving us the action here tonight. Tyler Dalton still leans over Bryson DeFern. This group still trying to work their way back forward. Tyler Dalton. Spartanburg, South Carolina. Byrne has worked himself into second. Dustin German back to third. Amish Gallagher back here has found himself, keeping himself on to save a little bit of tire. 15 of 65. We'll see the first quarter of the race. Pretty darn fantastic. So far, so good. Drivers up and out of the corner, 16 laps complete this time by. About a surge to the inside. Jerry West, duck, dodge, diving, and dodgeball. He's got his teammate Dustin German just ahead of him. German to the inside of the 91. Got a big run there. Looks to the bottom side, trying to make it happen. 91 and the 13. Good day. Dustin German was looking to the inside. Wesley back to third. Look to the outside of this race line. He's going to dump a little bit of air on Dustin German. We'll see if Dustin can jump back in and get that runoff corner. 91. He's the 11 there. Looks back to the inside. Good shot down to the back straightaway here. They run single file. Good momentum. Good things. Somebody say listen. Here it is. Now about 18 of 65. So far, so good. Everybody within a quarter second of each other. Tires starting to find their pressures. The cars are bottoming out less and less. Top 6 still going to blanket. Logan Kogar and Tell trying to pull Chad Coleman with him. Coleman at 38. We'll see Jake Champion to the 5 right behind. Brent Scott. And that 33 is Jeff Ryan just behind. Jeff Ryan in the 36. I used to see Jeff in the 3. 33 up and out. A little free right there. Both drivers seeing the dips in the corners. Especially when you get on the front straightaway here at Michigan. Turn 4. On this racetrack, you see the character in the racetrack. And if we can get on board with these drivers, we might be able to see that from the nose cam as we come around. Out of the back straightaway. Good drive off for Scott. Jeff Ryan holding on. 17-24 on the iron rating. Sonny Benfield just behind. But a second and a 10th. Really watches Jeff drops into the corner here. Rolls the throttle. It's going to push up just a little bit. But out of the corner, there's a big dip right about there. You can almost hear it in the throttle. I'll give it a moment. We'll turn it out. We'll give everybody a good look. Listen to the mindset of it. Drivers still working. Tyler Dalton, Wesley Donaldson, Bryson Deffern. And now we'll see Hamish Gallagher back up to four, trying to work his way back to that starting spot. Get a little bead on the outside lane. And he pull a crossover off here. Right behind the 20. Going to have a good look down to the back straightaway. Going to swipe all the way to the inside. He is swiping left on a bad date. 15 down to the bottom. 20 on the outside. Defensive line needed a clear. Can the 13th throttle up? He is going to be able to do so. He'll be able to get up into that third spot. So we'll see if Hamish can work on making it forward, making it move forward. Spot gained for Tyler Dalton. He's led since the beginning. Wesley Donaldson has kept it close. He's been able to keep himself inside the top five. He started sixth, so since the start of the race, they've been able to do more. Ron Holyfield back here. Whoa, baby. Over the inside, 25. Had a bead on the back bumper. Stoney Benfield in the 75. Clears, going to slide up, going to get tight here. Jeff Ryan in the 36. We'll see the 25 of Stoney Benfield on the bottom. All the way to the bottom of the racetrack. Going to be clear up, utilizing the inside of that race line. Now, a lot of drivers run the outside lane because that's usually where the draft lane works. Or seeing drivers if you're searching for the bottom side of the racetrack. It's all the race pace. That's what it is. There's Mike Kelly up 5, Jake Champion up 13. So is Logan Kogar. Jake Champion trying to clear Brent Scott. Brent Scott back into that dirty air. 24 of 65. We should see drivers pit somewhere around that 32 mark, 33 mark. What a bad time to be looking at pit road, that's for sure. Donaldson is closed in. Tyler Dalton. 13 of Gallagher. Last lap. Matching the lap time of Wesley Donaldson. These two of the fastest drivers on the racetrack currently. Jerry Culver back here with Clint Hackett. These drivers he's saving a little bit. We'll see how it'll fan out. Donald Calcutt in 71 up a spot. It'll make it happen. On Wild just ahead. Seth Foudy just behind. Seth in that 17. Having a good run so far. Jeff Ryan up a spot, still in tow of Ron Holyfield, Stoney Benfield, and Mike Kelly. And Scott still trying to get himself back inside that. He's inside the top 10, trying to get himself back to that 9 spot where he started. But right now, everybody comfortable. Got Simley back here in the 12. Has Andrew Griesbaum just ahead of him. Taking a look at Scott's car. Just want to make sure that we give a shout out to iRacing for being absolutely fantastic. We thank them very much for being on board with everything we've got going on and all the things that we do. We appreciate them very, very much for the platform we have. 12. Very, very hard hit out of the wall. Little wall scrape. He was fighting a free race car. Definitely, the draft can settle these cars down. Running out there by yourself and having to manage the throttle, sometimes that can give you bigger issues. And right now, Clint Hackett in tow of Matt Lewis of the 21. These three cars really trying to work on the race line of racecraft together. On Calcutt and Alan Wild, Seth Foudy, all these drivers really doing a bang-up job of working their way forward. Tyler Dalton to Hamish Gallagher. The gap is increased, and now the 91 back to the back bumper of the 13. Weston German, Jerry West still holding on to that 4th and 5th spot. Teammates there. Bryson Deffern right in that 20 spot. Up there earlier. Tyler Dalton still leading. Hamish, they were trying to catch 3/10 of a second. The draft very, 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 very much a predominant part of this race line. As we go 30 laps next time by. 39 being completed. Gogar 13. Ratchet it out, 30 of 65. Got Coleman still taking names. Big wiggle there. That's fine. You're just getting into the point where the tires were really starting to show the issue. Tyler Dalton has done a great job being able to continue to manage and maintain the gap. The draft is super necessary. And now Wesley Donaldson doing a great job. Wesley has the beat on the bottom side. And corner exit, he gets there. Hamish closes in. And I tell you what, the top three doing a great job. Jerry West, Dustin German work together. Might be able to pull Bryson right there with him. If the 80, the 11, or the 20 can get close enough to each other, they'll be able to pull the draft of the drivers ahead of them and close that 1.3 second gap. We'll see. We'll see. Because if not, they'll start pulling away. Jerry West within 1.4 of Tyler Dalton, 1.48, 1.5. Oh, the 20, very free back here. Holds on to it. Those tires are barking at him. He's lost his dang old mind. Kogar in the 80. Working. Throw this bad boy on exciting for just a moment. Take a breather. And I'm going to check on the little one, making sure she's in bed. It is almost midnight. We'll be right back. Flag pit stops underway. Dustin German on pit road, so is Alan Wild, Jeff Ryan, Bryson Dafflin's on pit road as well. So drivers coming in, big tires for Cody West, John Coleman coming to pit road. Green flag pit stops underway. We'll see how this one fares out, and we'll see how things look. ourselves a caution when I was using the restroom there. I do apologize about that. Take a look and see what happened there. We'll check on the misses and the little one. Make sure everybody was in bed. 37. That was Andrew Griesbaum. And looked like that was, no, that's Mike Kelly there. Looked like, who was that? It was 07. 07 of Alan Wild. It was Andrew Griesbaum at a 37 here. Bottom side. 07, big run. Oh, it just gets up underneath him. Gets him around. Ouch. Ouch for both drivers. Dustin German, your race leader. Jerry West. Jake Champion. Logan Kogar. Ready to rock and roll. We're going to go back to it. Quick caution there to apologize. Again, checking on Cody, making sure everybody's good to go, making sure that everybody's laxed in and relaxed and all the massiveness. So, all the cool things. So, thank you to everybody being out there watching. Appreciate you very much. Quick little caution. We're going to the green. Gray West outside. Logan Kogar looking to the inside. 25 laps to go here in this race. 80. Looking to the very bottom. Jake Champion to the 5. Jerry West working. Hamish Gallagher trying to work his way back forward as well. 3 wide back here. As all these drivers in pit road to lap 38. Some of the drivers trying to work their way back into it. With the green flag pit stops. Cycle drivers out. 36 is when Leslie Donaldson came in. Able to cycle himself back out in the 7th. There's a big run on Clint Hackett. Clint came in on 38. Barry Culver in on 38. Jake Champion in on 38. And Dustin German out front right now. Kogar looking at the inside. Kogar very bottom. 11 all the way from the top to that second lane. Jerry West trying to hold off and keep the draft. Ooh, door to door. 3 all the way to the bottom. 5 looking to the inside on Kogar. 80 to the outside. 5 on the bottom. Big champion Logan Kogar, Jerry Colbert, all up 3. All up 18, sorry, into that top 5 spot. Wesley Donaldson back to 6th where he started, to the inside of Clint Hackett. Clint up on the outside lane. Edges ahead across the start-finish line. They drop into the corner. All the way up to that 5th lane. 28, big run, second lane, corner out. Oh, big wiggle back here from 7 lane to the 12. Mike Kelly, Chad Coleman side by side. Right now, you want to keep the clean air. Give the pit road a little bit earlier than the rest of the drivers. 33-34. 23 laps to go. We're trying to get to the bottom. Trying to complete the pass 2 by 2. Teammates 1 and 2 right now. 80. Working into the corner. Jake Champion back down to the bottom side. 91 in tow. 3 up at the outside lane. 3. Oh, enter the wall hard. He's good. He's fine. 91 holds on. 5 breaks the draft. 80 to the inside now on Jerry West. 80 throttles down. A little bit more tire. 5 lap pressure tires. Can make a difference here. Up to the door. Side draft as they go. 80 to Dustin German. 21 laps to go. Drag race. Into the corner. 80's going to have to pull a slide job off here if he wants it. Going to have to drive all the way down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Clear himself off the turn 1 and 2. Going to slide up, put the air on the 11's. Going to dump it there. 00 back to the inside. Good defensive move. Jerry West in second. Inside his teammate Dustin German. Wesley Donaldson. Going to turn into the bottom side. Jake Champion up 16. Still pressing on. Wesley Donaldson trying to close in. Logan Kogar out front. We'll see how the race proceeds itself as we go 20 laps to go. One caution into this race. Not a bad little deal. Wesley Donaldson in tow. Jerry Culver there as well. 5 to the outside. Jake Champion. 3 giving a little bit extra room there off corner exit. We'll go back to set. 17 spots gain. Still working. Amish trying to get around a few drivers here. Brent Scott, Foudy. Foudy to the bottom side. Bumper-to-bumper traffic here at Michigan. 38 just ahead. Amish and Tone trying to work down. 3 there as well. Good turn off the corner. Trying to throttle ahead. Manage the gas. Manage the roll. Manage everything happening there. 13. Big slide. Big swing on Seth Foudy there. He had a big run out of 3 and 4. Seth up to the outside. 13 will clear. Hamish Gallagher working. Kogar, 2/10 of a second to Jerry West. Dustin Sherman in 3rd. Wesley Donaldson back into that 4th spot. Jerry Culver and Clint Hackett in tow. They're all working. Mike Kelly making the pass on Clint Hackett there. Clint back on the outside, trying to keep that outside lane working. Jerry Culver down on the bottom side. Up and in. Mike Kelly looking to the bottom. Jerry tight on the race line. Very high. Mid-lane exit. Rolling Mike Kelly clears. Oh, the 2. Across the nose of Jerry Culver there. Jerry's got no front flip. Mike Kelly, bottom side of the racetrack. As Mike Kelly goes to work, there's Clint Hackett trying to work. Here's what happened. Here just a little bit. This was back in himself rolling. Was Mike Kelly right here. Out of the corner, Mike Kelly. Jerry Culver made the slider on Jerry Culver. Jerry Culver up on the outside lane. Corner exit. It's right there. Oh, just a little bump, a little bit of a wiggle. And the 2 across the nose. And the 3 car there. 15 laps to go for Logan Kogar. Jerry West, Wesley Donaldson, Jake Champion. Trying to get there with Tyler Dalton. Tyler Dalton led the first half of this race. That's a strong car to be there. Was asked to get there. Wesley Donaldson. And toe to the 0-0. Jerry West there as well. The 11 searching for a little bit of clean air. 91. Enter the corner. 3/10 of a second. 14 laps to go. It's go time. Tyler Dalton back on the inside here. Drag race down the back straightaway. 5 trying to get there to the back bumper of the 11. Tyler Dalton trying to swing the corner. Here comes the 12 of Scott Simley. Corner out. Simley there. Tyler Dalton needing to clear the pass. The 12. Whoa, 5 gone. Kogar out front of Jerry West has extended the lead. Wesley Donaldson, if he wants, it's going to have to get there and get around the 0-0. 13 laps to go. Losing some ground here. The 11 with a big run. Jake Champion to the 5. And the 12 of Scott Simley worked the corner. Simley double backs the corner. Big run for the 19. 12 on the double throttle up, gets up to the 5 just a little bit, leans on him. 5 gone for a moment there. And Simley having to make it work where he can here. Run to the 5. 5 tries to throttle up. Tyler Dalton in tow, looking to the back bumper of the iRacing 12. Bryson Dafford back to an 8th. Gary West in second. Wesley Donaldson trying to track down Kogar. Colby, thank you for the length through. I appreciate you. Donaldson on board. Dustin German just behind. Out of the corner. Jerry West trying to track him down. Here comes Wesley Donaldson back in tow. Got Simley to 5th. Bottom side. 5 gets cleared. Tyler Dalton trying to get around Jake Champion there as well. The 12 trying to work, move his way forward. 5 up underneath the back bumper of the 12 as they get ready to hit turn 1. Logan Kogar, big run, 10 laps to go. 3/10 of a second difference here for the new class elevated driver. 36.88, 40.60 on Jerry West. 10 laps to go. Big moment. Everybody going for the fences. 5 back a couple of spots. Hamish brought that group forward. There's Bryson and that 20. 17 of Seth Foudy right there in tow as well. Going to get more out of the car. Chad Coleman 138, 75 to Stony Benfield. Wesley Donaldson trying to put him under pressure. Jerry West. Wesley Donaldson, 8 laps to go. All right, driver starting to fan out. 7 laps to go. Got Simley in that 6th spot. Tyler Dalton has worked his way up to that 5th spot. Try to work. Running out of time, though. He closes in on Dustin German trying to. Dustin German trying to get to the back up of Wesley Donaldson. Gary West trying to back up the corner, trying to get a little bit more out of the corner, especially when you're in tow of Logan Kogar there. And a good push and a good line so far. And right now, Jerry West trying to defend on the 91. 91 has a line. Jerry West trying to take the line away. Wesley Donaldson into the corner. Got his nose to the outside of the 00. He's going to have a run here. Jerry West is going to be free off corner. Down the back straightaway. Wesley Donaldson looks to the inside. Half second now, the gap. 91's going to have to pull the slider off, similar to what we saw before. Dirty Air. 91's going to have to go back here. He wants to have a shot at catching Logan Kogar. Wesley Donaldson does clear. Wesley now to second. Jerry West. Dustin German. Tyler Dalton. Dalton up into the mix. Wesley Donaldson, comfortable down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Jerry West working that third lane. Up and out of the corner. 91 trying to close it on Logan Kogar. 5 laps to go. Dustin German trying to bump draft his teammate. German to the inside. Trying to get there. And here comes Tyler Dalton. Dalton in the mix. Teammates bumper to bumper. Little wall tap there. No big deal. Drivers try to swing for the fences here late in this run. 19 is getting there. Kogar, half second the gap. Donaldson, very bottom side. Kogar working that middle third lane. Up and out. Trying to be mistake free for the next 4 laps. German in third. Tyler Dalton swings to the bottom. Going to slide up. Puts the air on the 11. Puts the teammates side by side. Here comes Jake Champion. Jerry West, Dustin German. Doing more. Scott Sibley in the 12. Now up in there. Hamish Gallagher has closed down his gap as well. Kogar, quarter second. Wesley Donaldson out of the corner. Going to be flawless at the end of this race. Going to break the draft. 91 working. Tyler Dalton in that tail, 0.3 of a second. Kogar knows that Wesley Donaldson has been traveling well. He's been able to clear. And right now, Kogar near the wall. Wesley Donaldson down to the bottom side. Tyler Dalton in third. Trying to control the draft. 2 laps to go here at Michigan. Next week, drivers going to be at Texas Motor Speedway for the Midnight Thunder Series. 100 laps are going to be ran at there. Right now, 91 to 19. Going to close down that quarter second. 91 to the 19. 19 trying to get there to the inside of Wesley Donaldson. Kogar comes around. They'll see it. White flag waves. Final lap. Tyler Dalton all over the back bumper to the 91. Kogar up 19. Started 20th spot. Wesley Donaldson with a run on the outside. 19 there side by side. Big swing for the fences here. Down the back straightaway. Wesley Donaldson into the wall. Tyler Dalton trying to search, but I tell you what, Logan Kogar able to make it work. Dalton into the bottom with 3 and 4. And Logan Kogar will look at it, come across the line. He's going to be a Michigan winner here in the Midnight Thunder Series, SIM500 style. Tyler Dalton, Wesley Donaldson, your top 3. Dustin German, Jerry West, Jake Champion, Hamish Gallagher in 7th. Scott Sibley finishes in 8th. Foudy 9, Chad Coleman in 10th. Kogar gets it up as the drivers will look out. A good race, a good run. 1 caution for tonight's race, and that could have been a couple of more. But a phenomenal race. Congratulations to Logan Kogar on getting the victory here tonight in the SIM500 Midnight Thunder Series every Friday night. If you want to be a part of sim500.com, make sure you go and check it out. And go up and show out. Hey. Race results. Kogar, Dalton, Donaldson, Dustin German, Jerry West, then Jake Champion, Hamish Gallagher, Finley, Foudy, and Coleman, your top 10. Bryson finishes at 11th. Stoney finishes in 12th. Ron Holyfield in 13th. Lewis Scott, Clint Hackett, Jeff Ryan, Andrew Griesbaum, Jerry Culver, Alan Wild, your top 20. Calcutt finishes in 21st as, the race results do the race results thing. Mike Kelly, then Glenn Campbell, striker, the starting part tonight. The race ran a little bit where it needed to. For a win. Nice job. Good stuff. Good night. I liked it. It was a good race. Caution threw a wrench into a few things. But it was a battle. Maximum effort. Good little race. Good little race. Good race. They tried to get there at the end. They really did. They did a great job finding the pace, finding the speed, finding corner exit. That was huge. So, Clean Air played a big difference, and they did a great job. So, roll with that one. Let's double check. Midnight Thunder Series. Yeah, they're going to be Legacy, Texas. So Legacy, Michigan, bumpy track. Nice calm, nice free. Magic days. You know, all the cool things that happen. Small, simplistic racing series. I like it. Nice and easy, right? Nice and easy by Clairol. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. We'll talk to Tyler. And since Tyler Dalton was closest there at the end, trying to get around Wesley there. Congratulations on the P2 tonight, man. That was a fun race. It was interesting call. And I know that an untimely caution comes out, and but hey, you know, able to rebound, able to capitalize, and not a bad night, man. What a good race.
Yeah, that was a good race, but man, I didn't want to see that caution. I'm looking back on it. I probably could have darted back and went through the grass and been okay there, but the caution came out like right as I'm committed to pit road entry. And then you get sent to the end longest line because you're entering a closed pit. So that wasn't fun. Clean air was really important because this car was really tight. It would get loose on the long run if you were really trying to put too much wheel into it. And I think that's why we were able to get back to Logan there at the end. 5 more laps, I think I'd probably had him. Just compared to my teammates' tires and stuff, my right rear was way better. So I was doing a good job managing the tires, but just ran out of time there to make up for getting put so far back in the field.
It led a ton of laps. This one was it was I would say follow the leader. I mean, I know Wesley was trying to get there toward the latter part of that run, but Legacy Michigan, the big dips out of turn 4, it's still multi-groove, but I mean, it's just like this car fits this track.
Yeah, the car fits the track. Whoever made the setup didn't fit the track. The setup was interesting. It did not want to turn. We were using a lot of brake. Highest I think I've ever driven a Michigan set, but it is what it is. Everyone had to drive the same thing. Normally I struggle with tight setups, so I was happy to get back to second after all that went wrong, and honestly thought we were the car to beat there if it would have stayed green because we were able to maintain clean air. And I was just running just hard as I felt like I needed to maintain the lead in the clean air. And was going to pit there. It's going to be interesting because I think a lot of people don't realize in this car with the large fuel cell, if you fill it up when you're empty, you're going to sit there 16 seconds.
Yeah.
I had it set to only put 18 in it, so it would have been a faster pit stop. May have hurt me a little bit getting tight, but I figured that was worth the 2 seconds faster pit stop. But all those plans sort of went up in smoke with the caution. But good race. I'm never going to complain about a race that only had one caution. I was happy to be at the old Michigan where if cars spin on the backstretch way away from the track, it didn't bring out a caution. So
yeah, I saw that and I was like, I could have been a caution, but no. I was glad to see Legacy on board. I mean, that was That's one of the benefits of some of the older scans. Some of the older scans still have um, some of the troublesome. Some people are like, I should have been a caution. I mean, the legacy scans are true to form. It was racing back in the day.
Yeah, and like I said, in real life, I mean, whatever, probably a caution, but in sim racing, it's good if that's not to be a caution if the track's clear. And uh, the new Michigan is really sensitive. If you just get barely sideways, you can be up against the inside wall a mile off the track, and they'll bring out a caution. So
Yeah.
it's you're gonna have to have somewhere in the middle, But I think next week's gonna be a lot of fun. Another legacy track at Texas. Ran a race there last night and it drove a lot better than this car. So that should be a lot of fun. It was a fairly neutral car. Really good long run car. So.
It's gonna be a blast to watch. This was a good race, good fun, and good to see it not end up yeeting somebody across the line for a win, man. Congratulations on a P2. Tyler, give shout outs, brother.
Yeah, just shout out to the WBD diecast. Wesley, my teammate there at the end. I knew I was faster than him, and I think he sort of just let me go there because I was trying to push him, try to get him to Logan, but I appreciate that. Always good racing with him, Trans Service, SIM500, just all the guys. And thank you for putting it on the broadcast.
It is my pleasure to have the Thunder series back. I like it. Tyler, we'll see you later, man. Congratulations. Go enjoy your night.
Thank you.
That is Tyler Dalton coming on P2, and we'll throw him down there with that. Yeah, he's gonna say he was gonna bounce over where he needed to go. Let's talk to your race winner, Logan Kogar, coming home with a good defensive strategy there at the end. Man, oh man, you were charging through the field. At that point, things kind of got stagnant there. Came to pit road, cycled out, able to have the lead when you needed it, and able to capitalize on that. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I definitely lucked out with the caution. I think I would have finished about fifth if it had played out normally, but I lucked out with the caution and that working out. I knew then at that point I just had to beat the 00 and the 11, I think it was, and I had better tires than they did. So once I got around them, I knew I pretty much was in really good shape.
This car, the horsepower, the track, the combination, just everything that I like about sim racing, right? I mean, going back to the 10 years ago, watching a car like this go around this racetrack, and seeing how it's evolved into a legacy car now, so to speak. I know that it's a purchasable car, but seeing that it's kind of that legacy feel, and seeing some of the new physics that iRacing's trying to throw at it, it's awesome to watch that. Downforce is back, and it matters on what line you take.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, these cars definitely suit my driving style the best out of any. I need high horsepower to be really good, I feel like, and that's the only cars I tend to be well with. I mean, if you go and look at my ARCA stats and the truck stuff, I'm okay. I've had some good runs in that too, but the Gen 4 Cup cars are just my style. I run so well with them. So that this I knew it would come eventually. I didn't know it was going to be tonight, but it just so happened to work out that way.
Well, it's no Gen 7 car, and it's no car tomorrow. So we've got a good happy medium here, and I like the mix of flavor too. I mean, we're gonna go to Legacy, Texas, and running these legacy tracks. Just other than, I think, the super speedways. I think the super speedways are your traditional super speedways, but we're running the Legacy Michigan, going to Legacy Texas next week. A lot of character, a lot of bounce in the car. Are you guys hearing and feeling anything different in the car as you guys are driving it?
No, I mean there's definitely dirty air with these cars too, for sure. I mean it's definitely a factor, and I'd even say at times it could be kind of like a Gen 7, maybe even to a degree. Maybe that's going a little too far with it, but that's just something that I noticed. But it's definitely not to the point where the Gen 7 where you'll just lose the nose so suddenly. You can definitely pass still in traffic, where the Gen 7 you're pretty much just stuck. But dirty air is definitely something with this particular package that's something there. But it's just not as bad as the Gen 7. It's kind of like the COT. I would even compare it to that.
Yeah, the car tomorrow was what I got my A license on a long time ago. Back whenever licensing was like, weird. And that was a handful. When the Gen 4 car was just the staple of the car, kind of just mixing it in with the Xfinity. I was I was a fan of it then. Watching how iRacing has developed over the last decade, but also in this era where we're getting ready to see a new NASCAR game come out. We're getting ready to see what kind of physics are going to transpire, and even maybe a graphics package that's gonna update iRacing as well. It's really cool to see what you guys are throwing at it, and it makes the racing that much better for me visually, and to be able to call a story like you guys throw out there.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun running this league. It's a lot of fun. I'm glad we could kind of make it a show a little bit tonight for the viewers, but it was a lot of fun racing out here tonight. I love the high horsepower cars. Like I said, I really love this and the COT. I think they run very well. I wish the Gen 7 had this much horsepower. I think it'd make things a lot more interesting.
They said 2026, quite possibly, but not anything this year.
I don't want 750. I want 900.
900. Yeah, everybody wants 900 horsepower. 750. If they could give it 750 or 800 and test the waters there, make that short track package just that much better. Leave the intermediates.
I would like it everywhere.
Yeah. Well, everybody. I think it was Kenny Wallace was talking about it on his podcast. He was like, why are we just talking about short track? Why don't we just throw, more horsepower everywhere? So we have the diffuser everywhere. Why not throw the horsepower everywhere?
Oh yeah, I would love to see the diffuser go and the high horsepower return. I think the Gen 7 would be a lot of fun at that point.
I mean, it's a stable body car. You might as well throw everything you have at it to save the sport of stock car racing. If an ARCA car can run a track faster than a Gen 7 car, then we got problems.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, I see it. All right, Logan, give you shout outs, man. You got a victory here tonight. Off to Texas next week.
Yeah, I just want to thank Joey for putting on this league. Brent Scott got me into this league, so shout out to him. And just great night. Shout out to everybody running it. That's pretty much it.
All right, Logan, we'll see you next week. Congratulations, man. Go enjoy your night.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
That is Logan coming home in victory lane. Last but not least, the Wesley Donaldson era of podiums is starting. How about it?
Yeah, had to kind of scratch and claw my way back up there, but didn't quite make it to the lead, but sure came close.
Tell you what, you had a beat on him on the outside a couple of times. I know that when you were fighting with Jerry and Dustin, yeah, it was to the point where you had to finally find that slider and find the looseness of the car. I know Tyler was talking about it being real tight. Toward the end of that run, it was looking like the car was just finally hooking up.
Yeah, it was it got really loose kind of on exit there, and I think I was just overdriving it a little bit compared to the first run. And I don't know if some of that played into I took a little bit less fuel on that pit stop because in this car with the size of the gas tank, it goes to a third can. So I was trying to avoid going to a third can, adding that couple, it's like almost 2-3 seconds onto a pit stop when it was that green flag stop. But so I don't think that helped entry whenever entry was already like plowing tight, because it just was like you had to back up the corner so far, and then about halfway through the corner, once the nose pointed, you were driving more off the right rear at that point. But I think I burned up the right rear just a little bit too much, because that was where I felt like I was really making time in the first run, but coming off exit there trying to run Logan down, I just couldn't quite get the pedal down like I really needed to.
I mean, it's a legacy track. Setups are not necessarily changing too much anymore. I just, I don't know. I like this track. I like the car combination. I was saying the same thing to Logan, the same thing to Tyler. This was unique, and it was fun to watch. We're gonna change it up. Going to Legacy, Texas next week. A lot of bumps. Bottom side of the racetrack's atrocious. But these cars are gonna want to run like it's a bowl.
Yeah, I mean, I really like these legacy tracks for one. This track we raced tonight is probably one of my favorite tracks of all time on the service in general. I probably have my most iRacing wins here, mainly in the old truck, but yeah, and then next week at Texas, I mean, I like that track a lot, like it a lot better than the new Texas. It should be a lot of fun. I know there was Tyler and a few other guys ran in a league race last night on Legacy Texas and said it ran really well. Wasn't super tight like some of these setups have been for this car, so I'm looking forward to it.
Loose off. 900 horsepower needs to be loose in and be able to drive off. That's, let the car do what the car's going to do. Let the tires do what they're going to do. Let the driver figure it out. I think that's another part of it too. There's a lot of talent in this late night league. Everybody getting out, kind of, taking the time. And we've got it's midnight here for me. It's 1 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast, and just getting to the point of 10 o'clock on the West Coast. There's a lot of people out there that race late at night that could use a league like this to be able to get in and just chill.
Yeah, it's a great league. This is considered one of our more fun nights. So not quite as serious as like a Monday night or a Wednesday night like you do with us, but yeah, I mean, a lot of guys like to come out late. This is the historical time that Midnight Thunder's always been ran. I know we ran it a little bit, about an hour earlier for a while there, and then now it's back to its original start time. But it is just different atmosphere, usually a ton of fun, and yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Wesley, you got a P3 finish tonight, man. Now you just need to transfer that over to that Wednesday series. You're close. You're there. You're there.
Yeah, it's hopefully something. I was telling Logan it's been about a year since I've won anything league race wise. Doesn't matter which league or anything. So I feel like I'm about due for something. It's coming. I've been finishing up front a lot lately.
I know, and I've called your wins before, and I get excited whenever like somebody sponsors a series, and then the win comes your way, and I'm like, that's right, that's what that money paid for right there. Get the opportunity to get out there and have some fun. So regardless of where you get your next win, it's going to be a ton of fun, man. Give me shout outs, brother. P3 finished tonight, and always a pleasure to get a chance to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks to everybody here at SIM500 who helped put this stuff on, Joey, all the other admins. Thanks to everybody who came out and raced tonight. Thanks to you for coming out and doing these broadcasts. Love going back and watching them. And shout out to my custom diecast business, WBD Diecast, where I make custom diecast for Cup, Xfinity, Truck, Real Life, ARCA, iRacing, whatever you want, I can do it.
He's got a good product. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You can find his social medias. Go to his social medias too. You need to make sure you follow him on social media. That way you can reach out to him. If he's got a deal going on or for anything like that, it's where you find him, folks. You got to find him.
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter, X, if you want to call it that, Instagram. I'm on all those places.
Yeah, I still call it Twitter. I mean, I think
me too.
it's so weird. Whenever I got my Twitter page, Signature Esports was taken, and so is SignatureEsports.com, right? They went like $12,000 for SignatureEsports.com. Nobody owns it, or somebody owns it, like one of those companies that go out and buy up websites and all that stuff. And they own the Twitter handle, and they want a bunch of money for that too. And I'm like, oh, no. So
yeah, not worth it.
No. I like my name, and I could file a trademark. It'd be all right. I could get something done with it. I don't know. Wesley, much love, man. Enjoy your night. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Yep, see you then.
It's Wesley Donaldson, folks, coming home P3. And it was a good night. Kogar up 19. Thank you, Jerry. You're a legend. I was hoping to talk to you. I was hoping to talk to you. SRTV. Folks, get it. Find Jerry. Go talk to him. You know, when he calls races, I call races. Jerry, are you, you're going to get a win, right? So we can talk, or, you know, you and Dustin, you're going to finish on the podium spots. We got to get that podium spot. So, I mean, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I know it's out of the door today. We're going to rebuild that Midnight Series, group and everybody. So we'll continue to build our platform, continue to have some fun with it. So, but check out the broadcasts, check out your playlists. Everybody has a playlist. All the leagues have a playlist, so you can watch broadcasts that I've done from years and years in the past. You needed new tires. Yeah. I saw the difference on tires, and I was like, maybe it's not that bad. And you guys were there. You were holding them off for a hot minute. Logan, came blazing on by. Tires just have a massive kind of. Oh, they have a funny way of going from being fine to real quick. So, it's crazy. But hey, man, good to see you out there. Good to see you racing again. I'm excited to continue all the races as much as I can, for as long as I can. I love every bit of this. It's a ton of fun. So, but yeah, we appreciate everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. Facebook and YouTube. I'm going to end the stream for you folks. Again, we'll be live on Twitch overnight, just like we always are, through the marathon stream. We are raising money for my cancer treatments, and that is what we're doing. That's what that is all for. You can head over to twitch.tv/signature esports, hit the exclamation point donate, or the exclamation point of cancer, or the exclamation point marathon to let you know what we're doing. Good talking. Going to ask a question in DM? Absolutely, sir. Send it on over. We appreciate everybody. Thank you, folks. I appreciate you. Be good, be safe, be kind. Thank you, SIM500. Thank you to everybody that is partnered and affiliated with SIM500. Go to sim500.com. Check out all of their leagues. They're absolutely killer, and we appreciate them. Thank you very much, folks. We'll see you soon.